Well, we're here now. We are returned. Do I have everything in place actually? Yep. Alright. I still need to set up the reactive thing to do that. I can lower it down, but no I can't. No I can't. What am I doing? Keep it there. Alright. Hello, Kryl. Last time we did like all of 5.1, and I think might have done exactly all of 5.1. So we're gonna have to get through 5. No, is it 5.2? 5. Yeah, it's 5.0. Yeah. Yeah, Xenos and the ultimate weapons are back and whatever. Let's get back to the crew. I haven't turned it off really at all yet, but we do have some. I did go back to the what is it? I went back to the Bahama Savages. I had to do them solo because I don't have any friends. But, since I'm 33 levels above that, they aren't too difficult. So I have all that gear now. Yeah, this is gonna be this cutscene, right?
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
Yes, tell us. Actually, I'll tell you. Because I am the one telling you. Wait a second.
A new Ultima weapon? We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
Do we have things now?
Thanks in large part to Urianger and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white auracite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
How did you test it?
An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
However, though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
Ah, Allegan shit.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
So Graha has to give up a little
That
bit
being
of
the
life
case,
to imbue
we
it?
must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
Let me get these cans out of the way, sorry.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
I trust you with my life, Gra.
My apologies.
Oh, hi, Lena.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
Please, Gra.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
What? You sound nervous.
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
What?
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
I mean, sure, but like... I don't know. Lena sounded a little nervous, so... Vineyard. Let's get about it then. Fort Job. I forget about Fort Job. Wait a second. Hold up. I finally got the thing for playing this game for a certain amount of time. If you're curious how I'm at Shadowbringers and just now getting this, I did play through 3 expansions, all on free trial. I'm gonna save those for a little later. Alright. You gonna flash back to this guy? Oh. Yeah, I remember you. We ride. We haven't seen this one yet. Is it dead or asleep?
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself? Certainly does no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
What'd you say?
A warrior of light? Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I'm mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the Warrior of Darkness.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
I love everyone just being like, yeah, this is a Warrior of Darkness, and everyone's just immediate demeanor change. Yo, you're the guy who saved the world? You're the guy who our people have prayed to for the past century to arrive?
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
Anyway, last time we saw Elidibus and, like, disguise himself as Ardbert, or at least I think it's Elidibus.
But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I think the same guy. Yeah, I think that was
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this Warrior of Light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias.
I wouldn't.
But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
Not many people.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Of course.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
I'll see you later, Alphino. Alright, what's on your mind, Lena?
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Okay.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
See, yeah, no, that's just a Graha thing.
Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Yeah, now that he knows he can live, he kinda wants to.
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man. A younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
He spent his whole life.
Though it
knowing he would
gladdens
have
me to see him thus,
himself.
I wonder if I should not keep my distance.
And now that he's learned that he can
I fear that
survive,
my presence will only anchor him to the past. Remind him of all the pain that came before.
I'm afraid. I think this is just funny. Actually, but also, we already kind of know this to be true. Like, when Lena walked out, his little reaction was kind of.
Are you sure?
Yeah?
Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
So, like, this is a really cute ship on its own. Oh. Huh. Very. Yeah, they were just kind of the ones deceived into causing the flood. Edward sacrificed what was left of his soul to combine it with my own and grant me the power to continue walking. He gave me the ability to take another step. What do we do about, like, the whole Asians thing? Like, do we explain everything about the rejoining and stuff? Sooner. Oh. Oh, you're... Okay. That scared me. That... I thought there was... I thought... That axe. Oh, dude. That axe gave me a fright. I thought we would. Oh. Far more. Raggy? What's his name? I assume. Raggy. Oh, Morin's already like, wait a second, there's a different truth? Leave it to me, dog. Perhaps your assistance may be needed in creating those very tales. Oh, yeah? Alright. Oh, that is a huge crowd.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
Oh boy.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Yeah?
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
I guess I have no choice. Anyway, slow walk.
Wicked White? The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They had no...
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
Everyone feels like really guilty.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
But I mean, why wouldn't you? But like, also, it's not really that much of your...
Impossible.
Take it I'm not imagining this then?
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
It's Elidibus.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
Elidibus? Shut up.
People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
That is impossible.
That I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I.
Bullshit.
I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness. is not of this world.
Shit.
And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it.
What is your plan, Elidibus?
The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
I mean, yeah,
What? Us? Warriors of light?
You just want to do the flood all over again.
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired under the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Yeah.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
This is cool, honestly. Just this still image.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first.
Apparently.
I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
He combined his soul with my own. Yeah, can I? Oh, right. He gave away his...
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yeah.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
That's Elidibus.
That he is an Ascian.
I think we can already presume which one he is.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession,
yes.
I would have to agree.
Also that, yeah.
From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, My mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. Yes. We don't need this much. We could just say, yeah, it's Elidibus.
Elidibus.
Alright, finally. Elidibus. Speedrun Elidibus.
Reclaimed his own flesh is known.
Yeah, I mean, where did Elidibus go? We know they can
Thus,
travel.
Evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant, no doubt, of Emet-Selk's failure here in the first.
Thank you,
It is quite
Urianger.
possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Thank you, Urianger.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Very often, although it's not limited to the Fallen. They have been known to possess...
For they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Oh, right. I was about to say, that's like ARR shit.
On that occasion, I
Elidibus has
myself
been
remained
there.
ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him.
Okay.
In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
In other words, they're up to shit.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire
And the
in this
Allegan
manner,
Empire.
while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Also, yeah, they do possess living bodies.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work.
Didn't back in ARR La Habrea say that he was only able to...
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds
Thancred
true.
Because he was
I
brought
dare
into
not
distress
contemplate
for
what
his
might come
failures
to
or
pass
whatever.
otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps?
I don't know.
Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark.
But we've just
When
brought
he
light
made
up.
overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask
Oh,
of the
yeah,
self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent.
Yeah, because he was with
Nevertheless,
the Warriors
what
of
little
Darkness.
I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat.
Yeah.
And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
Meaning we need to deal
That
with
being the
him separately.
case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
Sorry about that.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
It would appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Yep. I mean, it's, yeah. You got something on your mind? I need to get out of this place. Hold on, wait. Rider red insights. Hello, Elmet. Ah, another dungeon. Well, that's gonna cause some damage for a time. I never got the... Yeah, I never finished. Again, everything I did here. Oh, it's just gonna be a little instance. We have the time for that? Yeah, sure, we do. The boss room.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
Ah, silly.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
Sorry, I had a slight interruption, but it looks like there wasn't actually any dialogue that time.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Yeah, that seems right. But what's the thing we replace it with? Is it just the one back there?
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism.
I have a feeling that thing's gonna, come to life the moment they take the owl off.
Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone.
Okay.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly.
You do not need to be...
Wait! Don't!
What? But I only...
Run. Run. Yeah.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Plunge, please. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear. You're just gonna do that then. Oh no. Have we all been teleported to random spots? Oh, hey, what's up? What? You fucking Maximilian Pegasus, my friends. What the Oh dear. Riddling time. Deft of paw with kindle of voice. Deft of paw with kindle of Deft of paw with kin do I vie? Curl, right? Deft of paw? What does deft mean? Yeah, curl, right? Oh. No. Wolves are the creatures of the pact. Serpent, right? Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. Isn't this just a pure guess? Meaning in their arrangement? Yeah, but like... what meaning are we meant to discern, though? Oh, wait a second. Let's brute force this. I think that's our only real option.
No mercy!
It's just this game, okay. Okay, I understand now. I just got unlucky the first time, okay. Thank you. CS enough? And we're out. That was pretty cool, honestly. It was like a boss. Alright, are we gonna be teleported back now? Alright, well, we passed the trial.
'Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
Oh, come on.
Who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber?
Who is this hero?
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I don't see how this... what much this has to do with Bastions.
I wonder.
What do you see?
By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like the echo.
In which
to me.
case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might.
Dolomud.
Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not
Kinda.
recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to
Also,
witness
yeah,
in Amarant?
Amarant's thing. Sorry, you know, if you will recall the 7th Umbral Calamity, Dolomud falling was like that.
final
There
days.
was meteors dropping and everything.
As the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond. Might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot. Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the Tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Hugh not long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Maybe put it in writing. You want to see Runar, don't you? Yep. Yep. Oh, I remember that scene. Nice little dialogue. I like that little text there. Are you gonna... You're gonna make a self-working broom, aren't you? Yep. Oh, squad. Hey, what's up, man? Oh yeah, at least he's been gone for a bit. Big, actually I was going to say big tree, but that is not a tree, that's a rock. should have this quest and... Oh. Is that a dead Sin Eater? Oh hey! I forgot.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Eater friend here, I can only apologize.
Nah, that's fine.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
Oh, can I finally finish?
We were indeed, and we've made a certain amount of progress. So we thought we might see how the rest of the world was getting on. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Can I finish Eden now, please?
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
Yo.
It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
Yeah. I remember Thok asked Thok.
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Get out of his body. Extend a friendly fist. Very simple test.
Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
I thought you were supposed to be good at this.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive.
Yeah, hi, Elidibus.
Yes, it is I, Elidibus.
I forgot he had that voice.
Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
In other words, you want to finish the rejoining.
I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. how very unlike you to err so gravely.
What the?
That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable. But I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction.
You are the one who was straight, Elizabeth.
But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I. Nor do I require any.
You're terrible.
I have my duty.
Your duty is as an emissary, and frankly,
wait!
I find you quite horrible at it.
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Look at Amarang.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries.
Back to Amarat, please?
Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself.
Do we finally get to see those things?
In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Self came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
And from there we may find clues.
A man after my own heart.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found,
why'd you have to say it like that, Ystola? Like that was just weird. Hold on. Spell speed. Right, like it might just be a me thing. Ooh. We don't need any of these, although I could save these for like a something later. for like a balloon thing. I don't know. See, I went from being like, oh, I think we're almost done, to, man, I want to keep going now. But, like, I would like to sleep. So, I will say goodnight here. So, good night, I guess. Yeah.